Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesday. Today we're gonna make macaroni au gratin or baked macaroni. I have some diced onions, green peppers, red peppers. You're asking me why do I need this? Well, it gives the dish a little more flavor. I have some cayenne pepper, some goya, adobo. I also use a little bit of paprika, 3 cans of carnation milk, my good old chicken seasoning. I used Gouda cheese and some mild cheddar cheese. Some people like to use penne, but honestly you can use whichever pasta shape noodles that you want in this dish. It's all up to you. And of course, good old épices. To make a smaller portion, you would use 1 box of noodles to this small pan here. But I used 2 boxes of noodles, so I needed the bigger platter sized pan, as you can see here. So here I already had my water boiling for the noodles. You just put that in there when it starts to boil. And you're also going to see me add in half of the diced onions, peppers that you had seen before, and that just gives it a little more flavor. Oh, before I forget, preheat your oven to 350 degrees before you start anything else. Guys, if you have kids, you know when you're in the kitchen, they always want to help. So my girls were helping me grate that Gouda cheese. Once your pasta is cooked al dente, you don't want to cook it too much because it'll finish baking in the pan. I would like to put it straight into the pan, and I add the grated cheese right on there while it's piping hot so it can start incorporating itself into the noodles. Once all the cheese has melted in, you're going to put that to the side and you're going to start on your cheese sauce, or sauce bechamel, like people like to call it, my Haitian people. You can see me now frying up my épices to release the flavors, and I'll be adding the rest of my chopped veggies. You want to go ahead and add in some chicken seasoning to season up the veggies as they start sauteing down. If you would like, you can add a little salt. I added maybe a sprinkle of it to the veggies while they saute down before you start adding your milk. Now that the veggies have softened up a bit, you go ahead and add your canned milk. Like I said, I added 3.5 to 4, being I was making a very big portion. If you're using 1 box of noodles, 2 to 2.5 should do it. Should cover all your noodles. Here I'm adding my adobo seasoning, the cayenne pepper, and the paprika. It's very important to season this sauce. This is what will give the noodles extra flavor. No one likes dull baked macaroni, so taste it and see if it's to your liking and add the seasonings accordingly. Make sure your heat is on medium to low heat so that you don't burn the milk and the cheese at the bottom of your pot. Right now you see I'm adding in the whole bag, the 24-ounce bag of cheddar cheese, and mix continually so it does not stick to the bottom and doesn't get burnt. You don't want the burnt taste in your macaroni. Alright, once it starts to bubble just a little bit, you don't want it to thicken too much, you bring it right over to your pasta that's already in the pan and just pour it all over. Make sure all your noodles are well coated with the cheese sauce. Some people like to cover it completely. I don't. I just make it this way. I also don't like to bake it for too long so it's not too dry. And halfway through the cooking process, I usually turn it over, try to mix it up a little bit, and make sure that the noodles are covered with the cheese sauce. I had some leftover cheese that you see me sprinkling on top. Some people also like to sprinkle Parmesan cheese to give it an extra layer. You can go ahead if you have that laying around. You're going to put this in the oven and let it bake and do its thing. I'd say about 30-45 minutes. It depends on how brown you like the top and how dry you like it. Yum. Look at that. Just look at that. And there you have it. Macaroni au gratin, or baked macaroni. Till next time.